It's another week and it seems like we've got another 3 kits for some reason. I don't know why there's so many, but there is. Though, annoyingly, they seem to be getting good at kits, but I still feel like some of these ideas would be better in stuff packs rather than kits. So we have Golden Years, Creator Sim kit, a lot of stuff, I guess styles around elders. Of course, you could wear it at another age if you want. We have the Kitchen Clutter kit, which adds, quite frankly, very nice kitchen stuff and functional at that, which we'll have a look at in a moment. And Restoration Workshop, also adding a little bit of gameplay as well. Now, each of these, I think, would be better if they could be expanded more into stuff packs. Elder-based stuff packs, sweet. Kitchen Clutter, I guess maybe as a stuff pack. We've kind of already got Home Chef Hustle as a stuff pack for like kitchen kind of stuff. But the functionality that they add into this could be expanded into more elements of the game. So I feel like as a bigger pack would make more sense. We'll have a look soon. And Restoration Workshop, also the gameplay that adds into this could be expanded more. And I feel like a stuff pack would have delivered more complete experience of what they're going for. Now, that being said, these 3 kits I do think are pretty nice. So let's have a look. First, we'll start in Creator Sim, my personal domain. I know what I'm doing in here. This is Samaj Renrat. Let's just have a look at the new kit. I mean, look, I will just go through it. I'm not really gonna give that much input on Creator Sim. I'm by no means any sort of authority on what makes good Creator Sim. Let's be real. And I'm not pretending to be, I just wanna have, what is this icon? It's like, it looks like, I know it's, well actually I don't know. Is it a flower? What is it? It's giving industrial loft kit or whatever it's called. Oh, I guess it doesn't show up in Creator Sim because it's a build kit. Anyway, whatever, okay. Let's have a look. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. I mean, I feel like I could go into my grandpa era. Well, that's just a nice jacket. Is that what old people wear? Because I feel like I would wear this. Very nice. Nice sweater. Oh, I'm kind of moving into cardigan era, to be fair. So this could actually be me. A nice little jacket, cute, and whatever this, I feel like this, the binoculars are like bird watching. I feel like I would also wear that. All right, what else? Let me just go get, oh, whoops. Get rid of the masculine tag. So what was the other thing added? Oh, this one. Obviously, probably look better on a feminine frame, but there you go. You know, if you're coming here for a cast review, you've come to the right place. Ah, beautiful. All right, well anyway, let me just put on, what would I wear? I think probably that is most Samaj-y looking. All right, let's have a look at some pants. Just a single pair of new pants, very nice. A little bit more worn. I do like this sort of wear and tear sort of added to them, just like little highlights on the knees, very nice. And then for the feminine frames, we've got a new skirt, very nice. And these pants as well, which I feel like, I feel like my sim can wear this. Doesn't seem like it doesn't fit properly. Full body, what do we got? Just these 4? Yeah, the high waist. Oh yeah. Now, okay, that feels more elderly. Ooh, a little crafty. See this, okay, this outfit goes great with like the Restoration Workshop kind of thing. That makes sense. Maybe I should wear this. And then I guess it's like, this is like going on a touristy trip or something. Ooh, cool, I like that. And then we've also, oh, lovely, very cute Samaj, looking good. Oh, we already got that one and this one. So these 2 here, very nice. And I'm sure there's other pieces in the kit as well. Let's have a look. So this is the Creator Sim Golden Years kit. Hang on. So this is our actual collection of items here. Is that are those like dentures kind of thing? That's fun. Some glasses with the chain around the neck, little ring as well. Oh, like the little life alert thing. Is that what they're called? Where you like sort of press the button, call for help. That's cute. Little name tag. All right, there's some nice little outfits in here. It does look nice. And also, okay, well, I got to give myself this. We got to go for the toupee. No results for hair. Wait, what? Oh, is it a hat? Also, I was just clicking through hairs trying to find it. Hang on, maybe it's a hat. Oh, it is a hat. That's so funny. I actually kind of like that. That's actually not a bad way to do it, because then, yeah, you can do the separate color for the toupee. Oh, that's a good way of doing it. I like that. All right, well, let's go like, what is my hair color? I think it's that one, maybe. And then maybe for my hair, we can go do this sort of graying color underneath. I mean, I guess I am in my 30s now, so we gotta age myself sim up a little bit, you know? Yeah, look, I'm getting on in the years. I'm getting old. Where do I find wrinkles? There we go. I'm getting old. And then, oh wait, where's the teeth? I mean, are they supposed to be dentures? They kind of just look like teeth. And they do look kind of weird though, like they're more defined. I'm not really sure if that's what they're supposed to be, but I guess that's what we're gonna do. All right, so let's go to build mode. Oh my God. Why does he look so funny there? I feel like I should get a toupee now. All right, let's move in. I didn't add the toupee to the other outfits. My bad, hang on. Oh dear. I like that the idea that Samaj even wears it in his sleepwear. I guess, wait, can I just copy hats? Copy hats, yeah, here we go. Swimwear? Yeah, even swimming we're gonna wear it. We're gonna wear it in every outfit. It's so silly. All right, as you guys know, I'm in my 30s and I'm at the point in my life where I need to start thinking about what my hobby is gonna be, And I thought we can build in The Sims now my dream workshop. I do actually find woodworking and that kind of stuff really interesting and I enjoy watching videos on it. And one day, might be nice to actually dabble in that in real life. It might seem cliche to start doing that, but I thought, why don't we try building one of The Sims? And at the same time, obviously, look at the new kits and check out the gameplay. So what I'm gonna do is I've brought up the list of items just so I make sure I don't miss any of them. So that's our restoration workshop, and this is the kitchen clutter. And whilst we're building a house, I'll make sure that we get all of these out and we'll figure it out. Now, it's just Samaj. We're here in San Sequoia. I almost feel like a little townhouse with a workshop attachment would be kind of sweet. So maybe we can do this for our house. Okay, not a tiny home. I don't know why it's being a tiny home. I'm playing around with shapes, first of all, trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing with this. I'm not sure if I'm doing like some sort of a semi-modern build or maybe just a contemporary. Actually, I've decided to pivot completely. We're gonna do a single-story bungalow, which probably makes more sense if I'm supposed to be elderly. In my 30s now, of course, so, I'm just kidding. Obviously not elderly, but yeah, I think a single story would just make more sense. Also, I guess if I'm building to the environment, it makes it a little bit more sense. Like I did a lot of things with the townhouse. It wasn't working, so let's not worry about it. So I was thinking this area at the back will be where our kitchen is. So this will give me a lot more space to deal with it as well, which is nice. To deal with this side bit, I think I'll actually just extend this a little bit. So technically it doesn't line up perfectly there, but that's all right. I will drag the roof all the way through. And those are not the same angle, right? I feel like I changed the angle. Yeah, hang on, here we go. I was like, that's not the right angle. The same angle is one further down, that one there. So that's our house body. Then I wanna do my dream workshop. So what I'm gonna do, I don't need game, I don't need lines. Why have we got lines? Go away. We're gonna do a detached garage, which we've turned into a workshop. Obviously, garage, we don't have garages. I mean, God, how big is this garage? Bigger than the house. Hey, that's how it is sometimes, Is that too big? It might be too big, but we'll see. In that case, I guess I might as well extend the kitchen to just touch that there. Probably be easier. The garage, would we want to have it like this? Probably. But we are entering a realm of the roof not really making sense anymore. So I think I did like the idea of the garage being set back from the front line of the house, but if I do that, I think this just has to change to one of these roofs. And this roof has to run into the bigger roof there and also come forward. So the problem with roofing is when you have a shape like this, you really have to then change the roof line to get them all to line up properly. But I think the easiest solution is actually just to push the garage out further forward rather than backward, because that'll give us the section of the house that will point forward instead of back. So I'm gonna do the roof as I had it before. I think it was 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. No, I went too far. That one, I think. Then I'm gonna do the same roof here, just obviously rotated, aligned, and then so this will sit in the same spot. But now what we should be able to do is drag this one all the way in and it will then connect. Looks like it makes more sense. It does make this feel really long and probably bigger than it should feel. So I actually want to make the body of this smaller. It does feel too big. I mean, I guess granted it is because our garage area is massive. This is the size of our house. That is way bigger. I think what I need to do to be able to make the house bigger is have a small section of the roof here that sticks out a bit, because then that makes this front roof not look as colossal. Anyway, hang on, before I move on, what I do want is this to be like garage doors. Barn doors. I think the way we're gonna have to do that, because we don't have that, is just use large archways. We'd have we could do 2 of these like that. So then it's almost like they're a roller door that's rolled up. We've got it open right now. And one thing I would like, so this is my dream workshop, okay? Not my dream house, workshop. So you have access and it goes all the way through. So you can actually take stuff all the way through. Then you have some area out the back here as well. I wonder, this house is, I know it's not my dream house, but this is terrible. I gotta do something about this. Okay, maybe that works. We do have a different roof line here now. Also, these textures don't line up properly. but it just does mean that the house body is a lot bigger. Basically, I just added a section here so that we can actually fit more stuff, which probably makes sense. Because then what we can do, I think even potentially have like a very small bedroom there. This could be a bathroom, and then this is like a hallway that goes to the garage workshop space, which then leaves this as the main living area. But then you could have main bedroom at the back there, right? And this is our living space, kitchen space. I could just line up this wall instead of having it do that. But I actually kind of feel like it helps separate it a bit more. Actually, if I do it the other way around, then we still have a flat wall here, but it sort of flows like that maybe. We're playing around, we're playing around. Okay, nice brick house, love a brick house. Actually, now I can use this door, which I kind of like better. I just like this sort of glass in it, but it still feels a little bit more traditional. Thinking of traditional, maybe I can do like a little entrance thing. I don't know. Like an awning almost, but not quite. Can I scale this to fit? Not really. Not how I want anyway. I think I'll just do the floor, because then I can just do the flat roof to match. Yeah, that works. And then I can do, hang on, as a ceiling, so it just looks the same from underneath as well. All right, just like a little entrance cover so you can sort of walk up. It's beautiful, it's lovely, it's stunning. This is my dream house, folks. It's not my dream house, but we're having fun with it still. I wish the different colors of these had not that in the middle. Why is they all have like this orangey sort of, I guess, gravel in between them? Maybe these in like a lighter color. I don't love that. All right, what am I doing here? This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter at all. I want to check out the new stuff. No, I don't think there's a new floor actually. As I was just putting down the concrete from Businesses and Hobbies, I really like it because it's got some nice texture to it. But let me just double check. I don't think there's any new flooring. No, but there is new wallpaper, but we'll get to that in a second. I'll go this darker one just because we can see more texture and I like that. All right, nice concrete through there. I guess I'm gonna quickly whip up a house. The house is really not the focus here, to be honest. Although I will check, is there any new lights? Oh, there is for the garage. Oh, yes. Nice fluorescent tube lighting. Actually, this ceiling might be a little low. Anyway, I'll put that in there for later. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly do this area of the house. Again, we are doing a build today, but this is not our focus, so I'm just gonna do this, get some windows in. Let me get some windows in, probably a good idea. I love doing this trick on like these older style brick homes and using these, I think from Decor to the Max, was it? Yeah, Decor to the Max, these sort of, what are they called? Wainscoting frames. I use them as like custom window frames, so underneath these is just a regular looking glass window, then we put those on top, and it means we can match different windows around the house so they kind of look the same on the outside. Unfortunately, there's not a single window that matches this space in there. It's kind of annoying. Like there's a bunch that nearly fit. These are kind of the best ones I found for a more or less clean look. And then what you can do with these is paint the bottom section a different color. So what I would do is then use, I don't know, let's go to siding or something, and you'd use like, say, white siding and paint underneath, so you'd have that there, but still brick there. However, we're gonna have to do something different here, but because these are actually not aligned with the grid, they're in the center of two separate ones. You can see I can't paint just that area because it's half or half. So I think I wanna check out the new splashback, which I don't know what category it's in. Is it in art? Oh, they're doing it in art, guys. So I love that they're doing this. I love this. We got this in, Love Struck as well. It's like a backsplash you can use for your kitchen, right? And it's really cool. It's like basically tile, so you can do, because you have no idea what I'm talking about, let me just get some kitchen stuff out. So you'd have your kitchen like this, and let's say we just want like a regular, I don't know, blue wallpaper, but behind the kitchen benches, we want some tiles or something. So if you're splashing or like there's oil from cooking or something, it's easy to clean. Because if you just had a regular painted wall there, you'd probably ruin the paint and ruin the wall. So then you use, I guess now it's in, I feel like these should definitely be in wall decorations, not in paintings and posters. But anyway, the idea is, so this is the one from Love Struck. I think this is the first one of the, oh, my head's right in the way. This is the first one of the kind we got, and you get these and you place them down like this, and you create custom tile layout that way, which I think is a great idea. I don't know why it took them so long to do that. And then of course we've got the new one, which is these sort of herringbone tiles instead, which is pretty sweet. Which actually, the lighting on these are not matching great, but I'm wondering if it's, yeah, you can see like the lighting is not smooth between them. So if you don't have even lighting, see once I get even lighting, it's okay. But with just the one light, you can see we're getting some lighting issues on them. So that's something to be aware of, although I guess if you're putting it in a kitchen, you probably have at least a couple of lights up. Anyway, so that's how you use those. However, we can use this over here. I know that these are technically tiles, but we can definitely imagine it's like maybe some wood siding detail. I know it's not like a vertical one, but I kind of like that little little detail, just sort of adds that in there. So that'll be our front facade area, and I'm gonna go around, do the same kind of thing with windows around the house. Except in my kitchen area, I would like to have a nice big door. Do we want it open? Although if my workshop's there, maybe we don't want the door open directly to the workshop, you know what I mean? So what's kind of cool about this is I've got these huge, big modern windows in there, but I feel like putting these over them on the outside makes it blend in way better, but you still get the kind of bright look from the inside. I guess it might look a little strange that you don't see those on the inside. Although I guess what we could do is just do the same on the inside, right? So just layer them on the inside like we have on the outside. And then you have, now these are expensive, but we're not really working on a budget, so that doesn't really matter. Then you have the same look on the inside as you do the outside. It's kind of cool. Look, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it like that right now. That honestly might be a little much, but I'm just noodling right now, okay? Anyway, so that'll be there. You know, I think it is a little much. Whoa, that's too little. Whoa, that's too little again. I'm gonna get rid of this window. I think if I get rid of that one, it actually might help quite a bit. We have it there. Then what I'm thinking is, well, hang on, where's my actual kitchen gonna go? Yeah, this will work, this will work. I was having fun putting it in the corner, but I don't think that makes sense. I'm gonna do it like this. And I think I'll get rid of this on the inside. I don't know if I love that. Okay. In fact, I need to turn some of these windows into smaller ones because I need to put the kitchen there. I need some counters here somewhere, so we'll do that. I'll lay out the kitchen a little bit. So that'll be the main look. And I'll get these tiles down here, there you go. And then I think I'll have a door here that comes out to this courtyard space, which is gonna be more workshop area. Yeah, dream workshop, baby. Look, this is not a backyard for beauty, all right? This is functionality. I'm gonna have a little side access down. Important to have side access. We'll have side access. And then this will come around the back. And then, I don't know, this is not a real house. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna do that. So we can sort of have like this as our little space. And then I would like a gate, maybe there. And I almost kind of want, actually maybe I'll do it like this. But I kind of want the house area not to see into the little workshop space. So maybe even do this. Although actually the gates are really ugly, aren't they? I think I'll just leave a gap. Might be better. Hang on, let me redraw that. Actually, I might do it this way, because then what that will allow me to do is maybe put like a bin here or something, and then the door goes here so it lines up that way. Again, this is my dream workshop, not my dream house, okay? And in fact, I don't even know if this is my dream workshop. It's just a workshop. Okay. I think that's the layout. Probably not my finest work. Let's do an interior, right? What we gotta do. I'm basically just kind of doing this like our house. This sort of oak floors, white walls, and like some paneled wall. Basically like our real house. This hallway is very thin, and I know you guys don't like when I make really small hallways, but I also kind of think it's weird if I put the door to the bathroom just randomly there or in the kitchen. So I think it's gonna have to go in here somewhere. And I also need a door to this bedroom here, and then I also need a door to the workshop. There's a whole bunch of doors in here. Is that cool? Are you guys okay with that? It'll be fine. And then this is the main bedroom, which also means the door kind of has to just be in the living room. Or I could just tuck it in the kitchen here, but then that's also kind of weird for a bedroom door. So I think it just has to go here, which is strange. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's just, I'm gonna panel this wall too. I think that looks nice. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do asymmetrical TV unit, pretty cool. Then we'll do some sheer curtains, which I'll put maybe there and there, or maybe just the one. I really am just recreating our living room, to be honest. Although this chair is like a rusty orangey red color. Do we have one of those? Oh, hang on. This is probably closer. The chair kind of looks like this, but it's like this color. Hold up. But it has sort of light arms. Oh, maybe this would be better. Hang on. Hold. Oh, okay. Although again, it kind of has more oak on it. Which one do I prefer the look of? Probably that. Well, I do like this chair actually. It's probably the closest, but the colors aren't right. This wasn't really supposed to be a recreation of our interior decorating. And I guess it's not really. It's still very different. It does not look like this at all, but also that's really far away from this. I guess I could put it more here. Well, that's kind of, I don't know, it's a bit odd over there, isn't it? I don't know, we'll figure it out. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be doing this other stuff. Okay, nearly like an hour later, I'm done placing stuff, kind of. A lot of this stuff is coming from this kit, which I really like. I've been using a lot. Which one's this? Not one of the new kits. I mean, it feels like it was new. The Cozy Kitsch kit. I love this kit. I use this one all the time. Actually, I feel like, because I got a light there, maybe not a lamp there. Maybe the lamp back over here. Yeah, that makes more sense. And not that color. Okay, that produces 0 light. So I'm definitely gonna need more light in this room. just another light source, maybe. Do one light over here, and then maybe I can get like, I don't like that there, a lamp over there, and that should provide enough light, or maybe even just one of these on the wall. Actually, that's quite cozy. Because where's that? That's on the tile there at that height. So I could just do the same, those are now in the same position, so maybe that works. Ooh, new, so this is from the kitchen, what is it? Kitchen Clutter. New little kitchen artwork. These kind of feel more like ads than something you'd have in your kitchen though. It's kind of flavorful frames. It kind of feels like I want a nice kitchen decoration, not just an ad, which is kind of what that feels like. I like this, which again, surprisingly, cozy kit. Not the kit that we're really looking at today, although I am furnishing this entire room with it pretty much. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not even supposed to be doing that. I'm gonna place stuff. The thing is, I can't help myself. I want it to look good as like a whole. So I'm trying to like furnish everything nicely. But I also just want to do it quickly so I can do the kitchen and the workshop. But it's not possible. No, that's what I ended up with for the bedroom. It is kind of monochrome, not really. I mean, there's a little bit of color, but not a lot. Anyway, whatever. I think it's nice. It's a simple base. If you did end up downloading this house, you could easily change that up. I had a bit of fun with it. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting to the new stuff. Let's smash out the bathroom and this other little bedroom. Okay, pretty much just did the sleek bathroom kit, just all the items. I've been using those pretty much every bathroom these days. And then this bedroom, let's get it done. Yeah. We went for green, comfy gamer kit. Little salt lamp, you know, a little bit of fun. I just did some decorations in there. Pretty simple though. That is a half wall, but that was just so when I put the walls down, you could see it. Because when the wall is like this, you just can't see it. All right, so yes, this is still bare, and technically I probably should add some more stuff, but let's have a look at the new kits. Let's start with the kitchen because I'm more excited for the workshop stuff. Personally, in my real life, workshop. Although kitchen I'm also pretty excited for, so you know, who knows. Now the actual kitchen kit, let's have a look. What do we actually have? If I just go show all. So there is a new fridge, which by the way, I love this fridge. The fridge in general is great. I do also love all the stuff on it. Is there ones without stuff on it? Yes, okay, cool. Thank God. I was kind of worried there for a moment. Yes, we have a blank white, although the texture is a little goofy. I don't know why you can see it on video, but you can kind of see color banding, where it's like a little bit blue there, pink, yellow. Anyway, whatever. That's minor issue. Although you see it more when you zoom out. Kind of annoying, but whatever. And then the black one, nice. And then of course all these. This is kind of, I guess, what it's more about is like the clutter, making the kitchen actually feel more used and more lived in, which is pretty cool. So we'll definitely use one of these. I don't know what the layout of my kitchen is yet. As far as big appliances, that's kind of the only thing. And then of course this rolling kitchen island, like a portable island, which actually I think might make sense in this kind of space. So I'll get that out. And then the rest of the stuff is all clutter and then the sink, of course. So let me place kitchen cabinets first. So I think I'm gonna have to do the fridge probably over here because otherwise there's not really another wall space it can go on. And because I'm using this large arch, I can't really use that space, although I guess I could if I just move it over a little bit. And I think I can probably fit, does that fit? Yeah, okay, well hang on, maybe. It does feel like I'm really cramming it in the corner though, so maybe I won't do that. Could we make that potentially like a pantry space? That might make more sense by using a tall cabinet and just putting it here in the corner. Because then it's not blank. Is that sitting right? Yeah, I think so. It's not blank, but it's not, we're not really using that space. Now, unfortunately, this fridge is one of the many fridges in game, which is really annoys me that they are like this, where it does not line up with the default cabinet height. Oh, that's so annoying. When you put overhead cabinets, the fridges, there's two types of fridges in the game. Ones that just don't quite fit, and then ones that fit perfectly, which I thought they had figured that out after a while. But yeah, for some reason, some fridges are slightly taller, like this one. And then there's a rare breed of fridges that fit perfectly. Even this one, for some reason, what is going on here? Why? I haven't noticed that until right now. This fridge is slightly higher than this one, so then it slightly clips into all the cabinets. Anyway, this is not one of the fridges that fits perfectly, which is so annoying. That means it kind of creates an awkward thing where you have to then go in here, use a small cabinet, but then it's like, well, what the heck is this space for? You know, like, what do you do with that? I've always been not quite sure about it, you know? Like, what do we do now? Where do we go from here? In fact, even in their promo picture, you can see the same issue. See, there's the fridge. They have like this huge area above that just got nothing in it. Like, I don't know, that to me just so annoying. But I guess that's what we gotta do, right? I mean, I guess what really you would do is design the kitchen so you don't have to have the cabinets placed this way. But, oh, what if I use this from the sleek bathroom? Does this fit in here? So here's the thing. They have shelves in there. They're using base game, obviously, because it's the promo image. But the base game shelf, you see, it only comes out to like there. So it like really is far behind. Whereas this one, or I guess some other items like these, see how that comes out further? Obviously this has a whole extra section, like the whole cube. But the one from Sleek Bathroom is just a slab. which I guess it is kind of looks like a stone more than anything. Although I guess I could imagine that being more like maybe even just like a melamine with a kind of pattern on it. I think we can probably also, is that one a little less textured maybe? It's hard to tell. But then that should allow us to do some clutter on it. Yeah, here we go. So wait, what's it? Okay, so we got so much clutter that we can use. Let me just go show all. I need to have a look at all these items. Let's pull them all out and then we'll figure out the layout. So what is this? Little lunchbox. Okay, that's for the kids. Maybe I'll put it here on like this rolling station. Kitchen timer, that's fun. The grocery bag. Oh yeah, so I should also point out a lot of this stuff, which I'm gonna check out in just a second, actually has gameplay associated with it. And when I say gameplay, I mean like you can click on them and do stuff. So the grocery bag, you can actually order groceries through. And then I think for snap and stash bin small, I don't know if that has anything on it. Well, I guess we'll find out. Look, we're gonna place all this stuff and we're gonna figure out what does what. I will say though, just having all these oh, look at all these different items. These probably are just decorative, but very cool. Ooh, I like the green. And this one can go, like that. What do we got here? Slice of life. Oh, cutting boards, very nice. Ooh, okay, so we got like a, I guess like a plasticky one, different colors. Ooh, a worn wood one, that looks nice, yes. Oh, look at that one too. Like a nice clean wood one. Ooh, lovely, I like those. Kitchen scales. Sink, I guess we'll go there. Actually, that's not a bad spot for it. Ooh, it's got like stuff in it. I like the idea of that. It would be nice if I could remove the stuff in it though. But it's cool. I guess it's kitchen clutter. It's not kitchen clean, you know what I mean? All right, let's get those little, so these little herbs. Gourmet greenery, cute. And of course our splashbacks, which I've already got in. Maybe we should we do some different colors in here? Because we just kind of, could do the black, that's kind of cool. Do we like that? Or is that a little harsh? It's not very light in here, I guess because I only have one light. Hang on, let me adjust the lights. I think maybe what would help actually is if I go back to the, oh, hang on, put the lights back. If I go back to the lighter color one, I don't mind the sort of that color. But I think if that's the case, we need to do a different color wall, right? How about blue, just so it can mix up a little bit. Anyway, so then this goes here. And then I guess, so the problem here I've got now, got the windows there. I guess I just don't do any there. What if I scale it? It does scale, although it does look now like you just have mini tiles, which I guess we could technically do. I mean, is that a problem? Oh, it is a problem because with move objects, they stay sticking up. Okay, well, whatever, let's just get rid of those. Anyway, so those go there. So I think my stove is gonna go here. I guess I've left a gap for that. I don't know why, but. Now, Restoration Workshop actually does come with new stove stuff. So the salvage, so here's the thing. This says salvage. We'll get more into this when we do a little bit of gameplay. But when I place it, so you can see I can choose the color I want, like you normally would, right? So you got all the different colors. And it actually costs 750 simoleons. The food quality 7, power efficiency 5, reliability 8. It's a very good stove. But the weird thing, so you have to pay all this money, but then you buy it and it is like rusted and broken. And in gameplay, you have to click on it and click restore, which I kind of disagree with how they've done that. This is, I'll get more into it in gameplay, but it's kind of why I think it would be better as a stuff pack or if they had just done it differently. But I feel like as a stuff pack, this whole salvaged mechanic could actually be really fun if you applied it to like any of these. Like you could buy the normal version or a salvaged version and then restore them. But it would have to be cheaper because the problem is this now, it's nothing, right? We have to restore it before we can use it. And it's actually worth, I think, hang on, if I place this, it is worth the same. It's just because I went to live mode. But yeah, once you place it, I can't change the color because it goes into the salvaged mode. So it's kind of weird. You buy the high quality stove and choose the one you want, but then it goes like this. I feel like it should be the other way around. You buy the cheap, crappy one, restore it, and then you could sell it for a profit, right? That just makes way more sense to me. Anyway, I'm not gonna use these in the kitchen because we'll put these in our little workshop area. They are very cool though. We'll talk more about those in a minute. For this kitchen, I guess I'll use Home Chef Hustle because it looks nice. Very nice. Back to kitchen clutter. Okay, so a little jar here. It can have pickles. Looks like pasta. What is that? Slices of something. Papaya maybe? Because it's got like the black. Is that a papaya? I don't know. Carrots perhaps, whatever that is. Oh, is that like maybe sauerkraut? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, little jar, cereal boxes. This picture I'm gonna move up on the wall so we can see it a bit better. Oh, some of these have like a little mess on the counter. That's fun. Sink side essentials. Okay, my kitchen is not big enough for all this stuff, I gotta say. Oh, Bake Off Bessie's little oven mitts, cute. Put those there. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to pick and choose what well, some of these we'll put on shelves actually, so that's to be fair. Little sort of tea station, a mug station, just a nice canister, lovely. Bunch of bowls. You know, I'm gonna need some more counters. I'm gonna get rid of some of these in a minute, but I need more space to see all this stuff. So there's certainly a lot of clutter in this, which is pretty cool. Dish rack, that's actually quite nice, I like that one. Very nice. Cookie jar. We've got handy cleaning essentials. Now it'd be nice if we could put stuff in cabinets. I know some kitchen counters have like the open section if you have other packs. So like if you had this one, it would probably go very nicely with some of this stuff. Like, cause then you could put like all these scales and stuff down here and actually see them, have these down there. But obviously in base game, there's not really an option for that. Let me get that back out. Little kitchen cleaning thing. More spoons. What's this one? Flower powered ensemble. Okay. Just like a little eggy flower setup. Oh my gosh. Okay. Even those are not enough. Okay. You're definitely getting a good amount of clutter in this kit, I gotta say. There's so much clutter, I don't have enough room on my kitchen counters for it all. Which does beg the question, how much clutter is too much clutter? Okay, that's the chopping board. Cookbook display. Have a look at some of these. It's like a tablet. Okay, so I think you can potentially use that as well. Kitchen carousel, cute, nice. Cookie chaos, so that's preparing cookies. We already did the scale over there somewhere, yeah. Then flavor haven, which is like, I guess, a little spice rack. There, sure. And a knife block. Okay, so I think, oh wait, I'm only in the clutter category. What the heck? I thought I was in show all. Dang it! Okay, we also have bountiful harvests. Little fruit baskets hanging off the wall, alrighty. The lunchbox I did already get, it's over there. The timer I got. Fridge we got. Grocery basket we've got. I think I've got everything. It's hard to say. Anyway, all right, that's, you get all this clutter. There's a little like rolling island thing, the little picture on the wall, the basket, so definitely a lot, and the fridge. So if I go to live mode now, what's cool about some of this stuff, so like I said, with the grocery basket, we can click on this, we can open, it has like an inventory. So what you do is you purchase groceries. This is kind of like when you order through the phone or you go to the grocery store in Cottage Living. Obviously it's not the Cottage Living interface, but if you need like red meat, that kind of stuff, if you're trying to do like an off the grid, or what is it, simple living, where you need all the ingredients, you can order them. They'll automatically go straight in here, which I don't know if I love. I kind of wish you ordered them, then they got delivered by an NPC. And again, this is probably one of those things where maybe as a stuff pack, they could have integrated that into this rather than having it just instantaneous, although it's still nice. So then you just, I guess you have to put it in the fridge. Can I click on this? No. There's no like unpack on this. So we just have to like then drag it to our fridge, but it's still cool. You can click on it. This guy here, a little timer. So in, I believe the Comfy Gamer kit, which was a little Simsies kit, they added an alarm that actually had alarms. And this has that same functionality where you can set the time, the alarm will go off. So it is 5:24 PM. If we go evening, I guess 6 PM, I'm just gonna unpause. That will go off at 6 PM. And then nothing on the chopping board, nothing on the scale. I'm just clicking around to see what we can do. Some of these things have stuff. Nope, not an heirloom, no. Of course, the sink works as normal. I believe, yeah, so the cereal boxes, I can click on and click grab cereal, which I think is just a nice touch to have clutter items that actually do stuff, because I think one problem that we are, oh my God, my hair. One problem we are facing in The Sims 4, now that it is 10 years old, is just catalog bloat, where there's a bunch of stuff, and by no means does a clutter kit solve that problem. In fact, it technically makes it worse. But one problem that I like that this does solve is if you want to use clutter to decorate in your kitchen, normally it just takes up space that your Sims can't prepare food, and it is completely useless other than it looking nice. Whereas this, if you put out a box of cereal, oh, there goes our alarm. Very nice. Nice sound too. Unset alarm. There you go. Yeah, so if you put this out, it's actually usable, which is nice. So it's not just on your counter to look good, you can also use it. I do wonder, and I don't know that this is true, because I feel like people would have already mentioned this if it was true. Did they go back to this one from Outdoor Retreat and make this usable? Because obviously we've got this one from Outdoor Retreat, I don't know, 10 years ago. Okay, click. Put in inventory. Wait, you can put that in my inventory? That's kind of random. Anyway, no, I cannot grab cereal from the Outdoor Retreat one. All right, so there's that one. Just clicking around. So some of these do stuff. I think the cookies as well. Grab a cookie. That's just cute. That's just fun. So you can grab a cookie from the cookie jar. You know what? Let me turn off the make heirloom feature. All right. But now, yeah. So now you can see I can't just make heirlooms on random items. Now this is a tablet cookbook. So this you can start recipes from. I don't know. Let's have a look what this does. If I say cook from our little cookbook thing, and I just say let's pick Panda Muerto, will I actually go to that, or am I just gonna go straight to the fridge? Because I mean, I guess it's nice that we can click on it, but I would be nice if I go up to it, like, and like check it and then go get stuff. Although I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen, but let's find out. I think it just says cook, so I have a feeling it's just gonna go straight to the fridge, right? Yeah, okay. So it is clickable, which I guess that's nice, but it doesn't really do anything there. And anything else? I think the lunchbox does do stuff. So I think this is similar to the base game one, right? Where you can just grab meals from it. Yeah, so you just do your quick meals, grab a drink, that kind of stuff. So that's our kitchen clutter and our beautifully designed kitchen, might I add. You're welcome. Very nice. Okay, I guess I'll finish that later. Let's go into the workshop. Oh, workshop light, let's go. Now this I'm keen for. Okay, so one thing I do really like is the new wallpaper. No, it's miscellaneous. Well, it is wallpaper, but it's in miscellaneous. It's just like dry. So we've got, obviously, this is our pure drywall. They've just put up the drywall, nailed it in. They haven't even done any putty. And then this is like that same wall, but all that stuff like covered up, you know, like before you paint. I love that. And and even more junky looking ones. Let's have a look around here. Oh, ooh, it's kind of like a moldy one. Nasty. Ooh, and that one's kind of all scratched up. Ooh, I like that. It's like we're using the workshop, scratching things on the wall. I like it. And then, yeah, this one with the mold. And then is that one with the scratches? Yeah, okay. I like that. Yeah. All right, restoration workshop. Let's go. Dream workshop, baby. I know I'm kind of like half joking, but I am genuinely interested in making things and building stuff. I have no experience in it other than watching YouTube videos. So that makes me an expert. Anyway, I'm excited for this kit though, either way. So this is a new, I believe, just woodworking table, right? So yeah, hand in a skill, I think so. We'll get this in here. And I believe these fuse boxes and stuff are, first of all, look cool. Perfect for a garage. And the hot water heater. I think they work similar to the ones in, oh yes, look how junky you can make them. To the ones in For Rent, right? Oh, look at that rust, baby. Okay, maybe Dream Workshop is a strong word if I'm making it like rusty and old. Okay, fine, I'll make them look nice. Let me get out the, oh, yes, dude. Actually, our garage in real life, I would love to go through there and get some proper shelves. Ooh, this looks good. Look at this. I actually love this. And these garage tubs, which actually I believe these tubs, you can stack the tubs. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, they can't go in the middle shelf though? That's kind of weird. That's kind of annoying. I should probably put them in. Oh, you can go sideways. Okay, so you can go sideways and then they at least look a bit better. Do they have the black and yellow? Yeah, this is like, I feel like I see this color scheme. Oh my gosh, look how rusty that is. This kind of color scheme all the time. Although I kind of, yeah, I do, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So, I don't know why I'm like, why, oh gosh. Okay, I'm truly in my 30s. I'm geeking out of a garage organization. I'm old, people. Well, not old, but I've grown up a little bit. Okay. I don't like that they do this a lot, where they have like slots and for some reason they're like, oh, let's just put it off center for some reason. Like, why are we doing this? That's how I have to place the ones on top, and if I want to do them sideways, they just don't line up. Like, what are we doing here, folks? Why have we done that? And then there's no slot in the middle? Guys, why do we always get this close and then just go, we're like, here we go, and then we trip and fall toward the end. Like, what are we doing here? There's no reason that this tub wouldn't fit there. There's like so much space. So it doesn't even make sense to not have a spot for it there. And why is this one off center? I mean, it's fine to have a slot there, but also have one in the middle. Because like down here, you can see I can move them like to the left, I can go to the right. For some reason, I can't go all the way to the right. I don't know why, but like, again, the same kind of thing. It's like I can go here, but not over there. Like, why? Why not just do all of them? And these ones are just in the middle. Actually, is that the middle? That is not the middle. This one, these are, okay, sorry, my camera is moving really quick. This is slightly offset to the right on this item, the slot, for some reason. Yeah, it's definitely not the middle when you look at, if you follow the line up, where that X is in the middle of this and go up. Okay, I still like the tubs. They're cool. Like, they're cool. They're cool, I swear. I like them. I will like the tubs. I will like them. Anyway, no, I still think it's kind of fun. It's just that kind of stuff is kind of, it's a shame, right? Anyway, next. So actually, I think I need to get all the items out and then see how they all fit together, right? So let's get all the workshop stuff. Tinker's table. Is this also a woodworking table? Oh no, this is just a decorative table. Okay. This is just decorative. Let me get that out. This wall shelf decoration. Do these change at all? The labels change a little bit on some of those things when you go through the swatches. That's about it. Oh, this, oh, I so want this in my garage. This would be sick. Maybe we need to do a garage makeover vlog series because then I would have an excuse to do it. Anyway, so if I put this under that. Oh wait, that's not even, wait, what? What's going on here? I was trying to like line it up with the, but if you put it against the wall, these items are inside the wall. I guess it's so you could either have it on the wall or if you had it in the middle of the room, then it's like you're using the space there. Because I could put these kind of back to back, could be kind of cool. So I like that this item fits really nicely with all this. I'm gonna move this. I think, can I put this outside? Probably, it probably makes more sense anyway. Like this slots in perfectly with that, but then of course, because I guess this is technically a movable item, we can't really have it all the way down the side. I think what I would wanna do, this is my dream, we're doing my dream garage, so what I would wanna do, my dream workshop, is probably have plenty of storage. Is that enough storage? Maybe. Have a little bit of open bench space. Maybe I should do red just because it kind of, the color pops a little bit more, you know what I mean? Rather than black. Just, I don't know, a little bit more color. And then above that, we can use this. So then I can put this item somewhere. I don't know where I want to put it though, because it seems like it lines up nicely if I put it there, but then what's this gap, you know? Or do I use this one over here? Or, oh, you know what's annoying? Oh, that's annoying as well. Dang it. Because some of the stuff in this kit is like you can repair the microwave and you can repair the coffee machine, but you can't put them on any of the items in this kit because they're kitchen appliances, they have to go on counters and counters only, and there's no counters in this kit. I feel like they could have made these counters, right? I guess maybe it'd be annoying. Well, okay. Saying just making something a counter is maybe asking for a bit much, because actually if it was a counter, counters have all these different pieces. So left end, inner corner, regular, outer corner, and the end piece. So it's actually 5 items in one. Although having said that, it would have been cool to have this as a counter. Because is this the same height as a counter? Let me see. It is exactly the same height as a counter. Either if they had made these counters, again, this kind of, I guess, goes into the realm of this might have worked better as a stuff pack, just saying. Because if we could have added some more functionality to it, because we cannot put these in our workshop anywhere. It has to go on a kitchen counter. And then it looks like this, like old rusty. So it's like, well, now I have to put kitchen counters in here, but they didn't give me any new kitchen counters that match it. Anyway, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have this rolling one here. I'm gonna have the tool thing there. And then I've got another little roly-poly over here, which, I'm trying to figure out how I wanna do this. I'm gonna have the electrical panel there. I like the electrical panel there, that's nice. So I'll leave that space clear. In fact, no I won't. I'm gonna put boxes down there on the floor. Box of junk. Okay, it's my dream workshop, but we're also gonna use the new items, okay? Whether they're junky or not. Dream workshop / adding some junk in because we have to for the new stuff. Then I'm gonna have a little, oh, that can go on this thing. Okay, cool. So let me put this over here. That's gonna go, actually I'll put it there, because then if I use this guy underneath, oh, actually maybe if I put counters under there. So for my workshop, I guess if I just use these base game ones maybe, just like these. I guess that's all right. So then I can have the coffee machine. I love these, the design of these, like they so look like Fallout, like the video game, or I guess if you've seen the show, but it was a video game first. Like that sort of era of item. Like what do you even call this? It's like retro future kind of, oh, you can't change the color if you place them, I forgot about that. Retro future look is so cool. Do a yellow one. So we can have those over there that I have to restore. I need the fridge somewhere as well. Maybe we can just like have that over here somewhere. A little angle. And then a stove, like I'm waiting to repair that. Ooh, oh, look at all this wood actually, that's sick. Hang on, that can go over here. Oh, wood storage, that's cool. I have this fan, which I believe the fan is also functional. So I was thinking we put these, I guess, I was gonna think on the end of one of these. Can that go here? I guess actually, maybe it should be like this. Because you want to be able to access the pulley bit where you sort of, oh wait, oh yeah. Where you sort of pull it along, which is on that side. Oh, these can also go up here. Okay, hang on. It doesn't really, oh, actually it does fit sideways. Maybe do like a really old one up here. Oh, you can see through one, sweet. Oh wait, it's actually, I've got it a little high. If I lower it, hang on, just so it doesn't stick through the roof at least. There you go, put it there. A little lower. Oh, I need the sink. Actually, this is a good spot for the sink here. Because I was like, that doesn't really make sense having that piece in there. But we can do this sink in here. I feel like that looks like an old garage window. I can go there. There's one little window. I feel like I kind of want some on the side as well, maybe. Although they need to be smaller than that. Hang on. I don't really have room for windows. All right, no windows, whatever. Just that one. Oh, this is cool. I love this stuff. Maybe a little silly, but you know, I love it. I am kind of annoyed that these cannot be fully stacked up. You know what I mean? All right, do I have everything here? Let me just double check. I know I've got to do the bucket and stuff still, and a bunch of sawdust, which we will do. So this is cool. It's just kind of like a rug, but it just has a bunch of different patterns on it. And let me, where's the best place for it? Kind of hard to see that one. This one's just more like dust and dirt. So we've got like sawdust, another sawdust, Another sawdust, like you're sort of dragging stuff through it, different colors, some dust and dirt, I guess like mold or like splatters of something, and that one. Okay. My workshop would obviously be cleaner than this. I would really clean it up in there. So you don't have to worry about my workshop being like this. But I'll get a bit of dirt over there. Yeah. I don't know why. I'm really liking this. Okay. Then I also need to add in the bucket chair. The classic bucket. I kind of also wish it was just an item too. Like it's cool that it's a chair. So you can like put it here and then they can sit on it. Pretty sweet. Maybe orange, like so it's like a Home Depot bucket. Cool, that'll go there. I mean, I guess that's kind of all I wanted to do then, because I believe that's all the items in Restoration Workshop, right? Yeah, okay. So we got everything. That was, where did I place this? Over there on the floor, okay. So let's go into live mode, because again, some of these have gameplay associated with them. So of course, this one is just our regular woodworking table that we have in base game, so it's just another version of that. All of these items, you'll click on them, you choose a color like, you know, I showed you before, and then you go and restore them. So I'm gonna restore the coffee machine. I don't know if that's any quicker than doing the other stuff. So we'll start working on this. It's basically, I guess, like running repair, although the thing isn't sparking or anything like that. And of course, we can't really do anything with it, even recolor it until we do restore it. Not now, Bob, I'm busy. But look at me. Look at me working in my workshop. Yeah. I don't know why. I love this. I wanna build like an actual house where we have, I guess, more, it has more of a purpose. Like this house I just built for the kitchen and this workshop. Although the kitchen is a bit of a mess, but whatever. We're just having fun here today, folks. What is that? What? How did that get there? Get out of there. I left that over there on the roof. Okay, how we going? Did you finish it? No, restore. We are, okay, three quarters through-ish now. I'm just gonna make him happy, just so we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, you'll go through and restore that. So here's the thing. Now, obviously we can just use it as a regular copy machine, upgrade it. Basically works the same way. If I go in here, can I change the color? I cannot. So this is purely, I can't even clone it. So these kind of turn into a different item after you buy them. And what is the sale price on this now? $55. How much did I pay for it? $55. So you make $0. Which I do not like that. That should not be how that works at all. Especially because you buy them, they're broken, they're rusted, then you restore them. They should be bought for cheaper than any of this stuff because you have to put in time to actually use them. But they're not, which is kind of a bummer because it'd be really cool to be able to have, and if this, like I said earlier, if this was a stuff pack or just if they did it in a kit, and it applied, you could do this on any like appliance, microwave, coffee machine, fridge, etc. That'd be so cool, like to be able to buy all this stuff like at salvage prices, put in the time and effort to restore it, then you could sell them for a profit. It'd just be another fun way to make money. And then have like a workshop like this where you can have like people dropping off like broken stuff that you repair, you know? Hello? Excuse me, Vlad? Anyway, so that one's done now. Again, works the same way as normal. I like this idea. I like the idea. I think where I have an issue with it is that you buy this stove, $750. You can't use it, you repair it, it's still worth $750. Like, I don't know, there's something not quite adding up there. I like it though. And then we can turn on this fan as well. Let me just go over here. There you go. So that fan is nice, it's spinny animated, and what else can we do? Oh yeah, all these boxes here have their own inventories. So I can put in, well, I guess maybe not that. Okay, can I not? I need to put in stuff that actually goes in there. Okay. What can I put in that? I need like, hang on, let me order some, what if I get groceries? Some apples and some basil. I think those items are too big is the problem. Okay, put those in my inventory. So if I open this now, we're in this, and I can put some apples in that one, and then I can open this one and it has a separate inventory. Because some items in game will have a shared inventory. So fridges are a prime example of that. So if I just go restore this fridge real quick, actually, can I cheat this if I shift click on it? No, there's probably a way to do it, but I don't know. Shift clicking does not help. Then I restore the fridge, he's gonna go through that. And actually, you know, another thing about this, we're not even earning handiness skill doing this, not now, Bess. Oh, okay, you know what, never mind. I am level 10 handiness. Okay, no, that's my bad. Okay, I was trying to cheat my skill. Oh wait, do I still have MC Command Center? I think I turned all my mods off, dang it. Well, anyway, I'm pretty sure you get handiness skill. Like that would be weird if you didn't, right? Yeah, because I'm already level 10, so actually, can I just add a sim to my family? There's no sim here. Here we go. I just got a new sim in. You there? Come restore this real quick for me. Who are you? Zuri Lim, get over here. Okay, yeah, good. We do get handiness skill. I mean, I thought we would. I just had to double check. All right, now, fridge is restored. You may leave now. Okay, so this fridge, the whole point of me doing that was to then go, let me open up this little container, put the apples in this fridge over here. And if we go open, we have apples, we have a whole bunch of other stuff. We've got meat and all that. And if I go over to this fridge completely separately and open that, and it has the same one. Now, fridges do that, which I think makes sense anyway, because then otherwise you probably lose where you put ingredients and leftovers. And there's a lot of other items in game that do that, but it's nice that these don't. However, I mean, I don't know what you're gonna put in there. I guess you could put whatever you want in there, but you may lose stuff. Like if you put stuff in this one, you're like, wait, which tub did I put it in? Kind of fun. I don't know, fun little detail there. Now the electrical panel, let's see. Yeah, perform maintenance is in tip-top shape. I don't believe you need for rent for this. I think this will work, like as the sort of electrical panel, and same with the hot water heater thing. Perform maintenance. Yeah, they're in tip-top shape, and you can upgrade them as well. Let me get the upgrade part so I can see what it says. All right, I've got a bunch of upgrade parts. Just to see what it says, what these do. This allows the water heater to continue heating off the grid, okay? And then this one is robust inner workings comes reduced likelihood of breaking, okay? And then over on this one, reduced likelihood of breaking. Can I break this? Is there a way I can? No. I kind of just want to see it break, you know what I mean? But there you go. I guess that is kitchen clutter. I might work on this house a little bit more after this video, but I have been recording this surprisingly, you wouldn't believe this, but for 2 hours. This is what we've done. Surprisingly. But I think I'll continue this. I'm pretty happy with the garage actually, I think that's fine. I just gotta tidy up the kitchen a little bit and then a couple plants out the front, and I'll share this for you guys to check out if you want. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you for coming to my dream workshop. I do actually think it would be fun to have like a workshop like this, or just at least neaten up our garage a little bit. Our garage at the moment literally has piles of trash, like not like kitchen trash, but like cardboard, a bunch of like foam and stuff from when we moved. Like it's just junk. It was clean, and then we moved recently when we renovated our kitchen, and then more junk ended up in there. So it'd be nice just to like clean it up and have nice shelves and boxes and all that. Maybe I just need to do that. Maybe we just gotta organize it. But anyway, that's my look at, and I guess review of the kits. I do like them, but as always, I guess they are kits. So whether that's worth it to you or not, I don't know. I personally would prefer them to be stuff packs, you know? An Elder stuff pack, a workshop stuff pack that expands that idea to much more stuff and actually makes sense with the prices and all that. The kitchen clutter, I don't know, that could really be a stuff pack in itself, but that kind of stuff could have been included with something else. That being said, all these things individually I think are quite nice. They are nice, and I will definitely be using them, so I'm not gonna say don't use them or whatever, but that is just my general thoughts. And usually the general vibe I have with the kits is I do like the stuff in the kits. What I don't like is how many kits there are. And I guess that's just an inherent problem when you have lots of little packs that are of small amounts of items. There's gotta be a better way to do it, I think. And maybe stuff packs, game packs. Should we bring back game packs maybe? Anyone miss those? It's been 3 years since the last game pack. We could use one of those. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to my top level members for supporting the channel. Make sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.